Daily discussion of Srimad Bhagavatam. We are discussing Canto 9, Chapter 14. Text number 16 we have done, now 17 onwards today. Okay, this 15 to 25 in this section, the explanation is that Pururava meets Urvasi and they enjoy for many days. Okay, 17th and 18th shloka. Mitravarunayo sapad apanna naralokatam nishamya purusha shreshtham kandarpam iva rupinam dhritim vishtabhya lalana upatasthe tad antike satam vilokya nirpatir harsheno phullalochana uvacha shlakshana vacha devim hrishta tanuruha. Mitra Varunayo, of Mitra and Varuna, Shapat, by the curse, Apanna, having obtained Naralokatam, the habits of a human being, Nishamya, thus seeing Purush Shreshtam, the best of males, Kandarpam, Eva, like Cupid, Rupinam, having beauty, Dhritim, patience, forbearance, Vishtabhya, accepting, Lalana, the woman, Uptasthe, approached, Tad, Antike, near to him, Saha hi Pururavatam her. Vilokya, by seeing Nirpatihi, the king, Harshena, with great jubilation, Utphulla Lochana, whose eyes became very bright, Uvacha said, Shlakshanaya, very mild, Vacha, by words, Devim, unto the demigods, Hrishta Tanuruha, the hairs on whose body were standing in jubilation. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Having been cursed by Mitra and Varuna, the celestial woman Urvasi had acquired the habits of a human being. Therefore, upon seeing Pururava, the best of males, whose beauty resembled that of Cupid, she controlled herself and then approached him. When King Pururava saw Urvasi, his eyes became jubilant in the ecstasy of joy, and the hairs on his body stood on end. With mild, pleasing words, he spoke to her as follows. Pururava spoke to Urvasi. So, this Urvashi has actually got some that humanly behavior, because this Mitra and Varuna had become lusty on seeing her, so they cursed her to enjoy like a human. Okay, so then she came to earth. When she first saw him, she was stunned with symptoms like being stunned, like this, tears like the hairs standing on end, like that. She then controlled herself and approached him. So the point here is that Urvashi, she was anyway a celestial woman, so how come she got attracted to Pururava and why she came down? Actually, she had the curse that she has to go with a human once at least. That was the curse. So she thought anyway I have to be there, so this is the nice opportunity. This king Pururava is very opulent king, very powerful, so that if at all I have to go to a human, I will go to some powerful, some best of the humans. So Pururava is the best, as she heard from Naradji. So when she came in front of Pururava, Pururava became very jubilant with joy, and he was so happy when she approached him. Sri Rajo Vacha Swagatam te vararohe asyatam karavam kim samra Maswamaya Shakam Ratirnau Saswati Sama. Sri Raja Uvacha, the king Pururava said, Swagatam, welcome te unto you, Vararohe, O best of beautiful women. Asyatam, kindly take your seat. Karvam Kim, what can I do for you? Samramaswa, just become my companion. Maya Sakam, with me, Rati, a sexual relationship. Now between us, Saswati Shamaha, for many years. So King Pururava said, O most beautiful woman, you are welcome. Please sit here and tell me what I can do for you. You may enjoy with me as long as you desire. Let us pass our life happily in a sexual relationship. Okay. What is that? Urvashi Uvacha. So in this way, when king said, so now Urvashi is saying, Urvashi Uvacha Kasyastvai na sajjeta मनोदृष्टिश्च सुंदर यद अंगांतरम आसाद्य चवते रिरंशया. Urvashi Uvacha. Urvashi replied, Kasya, of which woman? Tvai, unto you, na, not Sajjeta, would become attracted. Manaha, the mind, Drishti, Cha, and sight, Sundara, O most beautiful man. Yat Angantaram, whose chest, Asadya, enjoying. Chevate, gives up. Ha, indeed. Riramsaya, for sexual enjoyment. Urvashi replied, O most handsome man, who is the woman whose mind and sight would not be attracted by you? If a woman takes shelter of your chest, she cannot refuse to enjoy with you in a sexual relationship. When a beautiful woman and a beautiful man and a beautiful woman unite together and embrace one another, how within these three worlds can they check their sexual relationship? Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Yan maithunadi grahamedi sukham hitucham. It's very difficult. O king, this is because yadasmat anghi he rajan antram rahasi avakasam asadya prapariram saya manashyavate vikriti bhavati. O king, Anga, this is because getting an opportunity in a solitary place, the mind becomes transformed by desire for enjoyment. So that is why for a person who wants to progress in bhakti, he should never sit in solitary place, at least in the beginning stage. When he is very advanced, then it's different case. But in the beginning, he should not be alone, because if he is alone, his mind will go for sense gratification. And as soon as if he is alone and he gets opportunity, then he will get trapped in the sense gratification. Okay. एताव उर्णाकौ राजन् न्यासौ रक्षस्व मानद समरस्य भवता साकं श्लाघया स्त्रीणां वरः स्मृतः. एतौ, to these two Uranakau lambs, Rajan, O King Pururava, Nyasau, who have fallen down. Rakshaswa, please give protection. Manada, O one who gives all honor to a guest or visitor. Samrasya, I shall enjoy sexual union. Bhavata sakam, in your company. Slagya, superior Strinam of a woman. Vara, husband. Smrita, it is said. My dear King Pururava, please give protection to these two lambs, Urvashi said, who have fallen down with me. Although I belong to the heavenly planets and you belong to earth, I shall certainly enjoy sexual union with you. I have no objection to accepting you as my husband, for you are superior in every respect. So she said that you have to take care of these two lambs. Okay, she was having two lambs. As stated in the Brahma Samhita 540, Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Kotishvasesha Vasudhadi Vibhuti Bhinnam. There are various planets and various atmospheres within this universe. The atmosphere of the heavenly planet from which Urvashi descended after being cursed by Mitra and Varuna was different from the atmosphere of this earth. Indeed, the inhabitants of the heavenly planets are certainly far superior to the inhabitants of earth. Nonetheless, Urvashi agreed to remain the consort of Pururava, although she belonged to a superior community. A woman who finds a man with superior qualities may accept such a man as her husband. Similarly, if a man finds a woman who is from an inferior family but who has good qualities, he can accept such a brilliant wife, as advised by Sri Chanakya Pandit. Stri Ratnam Duskuladapi. The combination of male and female is worthwhile if the qualities of both are on an equal level. Then only the relationship will be successful. So here Urvashi, she makes him promise. She makes him promise in two verses, since she desires to return to Swarga by expending the curse. Okay, so what was the idea? Urvashi's idea was that anyway she had a curse, so she has to go and live with a human being as wife. So if she may go to any human, But when there is opportunity to enjoy with Maharaj Pururava, that's the best one. But anyway, she thought after the duration of curse is over, I have to go back to Swargaloka. So she brought this two conditions. So she said that please protect the two sheep which I entrust to you. He who is praiseworthy is known as best for all women. There is no fault if I, heavenly woman, unite with you from earth. Okay. There is no issue, but you have to take care of these two lambs which she brought from heaven. And this is first condition. What is the first condition? That you have to take care of these two lambs. They should not be harmed. घृतं मे वीरभक्ष्यं स्यान्नेक्षेत् त्वान्यत्र मैथुनात् विवाससं तत्तथेति प्रतिपेदे महामना. घृतं clarified butter or nectar, may my veera, O hero, bhaksyam eatable syat shall be, na not iksha I shall see. Twa you anyatra, any other time, मैथुनात् except at the time of sexual intercourse, vivasasam without any dress, naked. Tad that, tatha iti shall be like that. Pratipede promised. Mahamana, King Pururava. Urvasi said, my dear hero, only preparation made in ghee, that is clarified butter, will be my eatables. I will eat only food which is cooked in ghee, and I shall not want to see you naked at any time except at the time of sexual intercourse. The great-minded King Pururava accepted these proposals. First thing, you have to take care of these two lamps which I have brought from heaven along with me. Then second thing, I will eat only preparation made in ghee. And third thing, I will not see you naked at any time except the time of sexual intercourse. Okay. So, point is that Devatas, celestial personalities, they take nectar. Okay. So anyway, she said nectar is not available here, so at least give me ghee. Aho rupam aho bhava narloka vimohanam ko na sweta ko na sevata manujo devim tvam swayam agatam. Aho rupam aho bhava narloka vimohanam ko na sevet manujo devim tvam swayam agatam. Aho wonderful rupam, beauty, aho wonderful bhava, postures, naraloka, in human society or on the planet earth. Bimohanam, so attractive, kahahu, na not seveta, can accept manuja, among human beings, devim, a demigoddesses, tvam, like you, swayam agatam, who has personally arrived. Pururava replied, O beautiful one, your beauty is wonderful and your gestures are also wonderful. Indeed, you are attractive to all human society. Therefore, since you have come of your own accord from the heavenly planets, who on earth would not agree to serve a demigoddess such as you. Okay. He is saying, anyway, you are from heaven. Who will say no in the humans? It appears from the words of Urvasi that the standard of living, eating, behavior and speech are all different on the heavenly planets from the standards on this planet earth. Everything is different there. The inhabitants of heavenly planets do not eat such abominable things as meat and eggs. Everything they eat is prepared in ghee, clarified butter. Nor do they like to see either man or woman naked except at the time of sexual intercourse. To live naked or almost naked is uncivilized. But Prabhupada is writing, to live naked or almost naked is uncivilized. But on this planet earth, it has now become fashionable to dress half naked. And sometimes those like hippies live completely naked. Indeed, there are many clubs and societies for this purpose. Such conduct is not allowed, however, on the heavenly planets. Okay, so in heavenly planets, they don't like that. But nowadays, Prabhupada is saying that nowadays, people like to be half naked. They don't know how to dress themselves. The inhabitants of the heavenly planets, aside from being very beautiful, both in complex and bodily features, are well behaved and long living, and they eat first class food in goodness. So these are some of the distinctions between the inhabitants of the heavenly planets and the inhabitants of earth. Okay, so these three conditions King Urvashi asked king. Taya sa purusha shreshto ramyantaya yatharhatah reme survihareshu kamam chaitra prathadishu taya vidhar sahi purusha shrestha, the best of human beings, Pururava Ramayantaya, enjoying yatha arhatah, as far as possible. Reme enjoyed surabhihareshu, in places resembling the heavenly parks. Kamam, according to his desire. Chaitra ratha adishu, in the best gardens like Chaitra ratha. Sukadeva Goswami continued, the best of human beings, Pururava, began freely enjoying the company of Urvashi, who engaged in sexual activity with him in many celestial places such as Chaitraratha and Nandan Kanan, where the demigods enjoy. So anyway, King Pururava said, I am just such a king, big king, whole earth is under him. So for such a king, these three conditions is not a big deal. He is maintaining this much, maintaining 2 lambs, what a big deal. He said, I can easily maintain. For me, it is just like nothing, maintaining 2 lambs. I am king. What is this? And then second condition, he said, ghee? Are Baba, I am the king. I can arrange ghee. What is the problem? In giving you food made in ghee is not an issue. And naked, say, I am not a fool. I will not go anywhere naked. Right? So, king thought, anyway, this is just like very simple conditions, I just follow. So he just agreed. Ramamanastaya devya padma kinjalka gandaya tanmukha moda musito humudehar ganan bahun. Ramamana, enjoying sex, Taya, with her, Devya, the heavenly goddess, Padma of a lotus, Kinjalka, like the saffron, Gandhaya, the fragrance of womb, Tadmukha, her beautiful face, Amoda, by the fragrance, Mushitaha, being enlivened more and more, Mumude, enjoyed life, Aha, Ganan, days after days, Bahun, many. Urvashi's body was as fragrant as the saffron of a lotus. Being enlivened by the fragrance of her face and body, Pururava enjoyed her company for many days with great jubilation. Apashyan Urvashim. Okay. So here till 25 it is explained that they lived together, they accepted their condition, and then they were enjoying nicely. Who? Pururava and Urvashi. Okay, now second part of the story is that Urvashi leaves Pururava. Okay. Just 1 minute. Okay. So now 26, 27. Okay. Till 32. Urvashi leaves Pururava. Apashyan Urvashim Indro Gandharvan Samochodayat Urvashi Rahitam Mahyam Asthanam Nati Shobhate. Apashyan, without seeing, Urvashi, Indra, the king of the heavenly planet, Gandharvan, and to the Gandharvas, Samachodayat, instructed Urvashi Rahitam, without Urvashi, Mahyam, I, Asthanam, place, na, not, Atishobhate, appears beautiful. Not seeing Urvashi in his assembly, the king of heaven, Lord Indra, said, "Without Urvashi, my assembly is no longer beautiful." Considering this, he requested the Gandharvas to bring her back to his heavenly planet. Okay. Now, te upetya maharatre tamasi pratyupasthite urvashya urano jahurur nestau rajani jayaya. They, the Gandharvas, upetya, coming there, maharatre, in the dead of night, tamasi, when the darkness, pratyupasthite, appeared, urvashya, by Urvashi, uranau, 2 lamps, Jaharu stole, Nestau, given in charge, Rajani, and to the king Jayaya by his wife Urvashi. Thus the Gandharvas came to earth, and at midnight, when everything was dark, they appeared in the house of Pururava and stole the 2 lamps entrusted to the king by his wife Urvashi. Okay, so Indra said, now they were living nicely, Pururava and Urvashi, but Indra said, now my assembly is no more beautiful because of the absence of Urvashi. So you go and bring Urvashi. So Gandharvas came down, and they came in the midnight, and what they did, they stole the 2 lamps. Okay, because Urvashi gave that 2 lamps for protection to the king, and they stole. So the dead of night refers to midnight. The Mahanisha is described in the Smriti mantra, Mahanisha Deve Ghatike Ratrer Madhyam Yamayo. 12 o'clock midnight is called the dead of night. Okay. Nishamya kranditam devi putrayor niyamanayo hatasmi aham kunathena napumsa viramanina. Nishamya, by hearing akranditam, crying because of being stolen, devi Urvashi putrayo, of these 2 lamps, which she treated as son, niyamanayo, as they were being taken away, hata, killed, asmi aham, I, kunathena, under the protection of a bad husband, na pumsa, by the announced viramanina, although considering himself a hero. So as soon as they stole the 2 lamps, Urvashi treated the 2 lamps. Actually, here word is mentioned putra. It means Urvashi was treating those lamps as their son. Okay, putrayo, she treated as sons. So Urvashi treated the 2 lamps like her own sons. Therefore, when they were being taken by the Gandharvas and began crying, Urvashi heard them and rebuked her husband. Immediately she became angry. Now I am being killed, she said, under the protection of an unworthy husband. A husband like this, no use, unworthy, who is a coward and an inouch, although he thinks himself a great hero. Nothing he knows. My husband is nothing. He is no more hero. He is just a coward man. So because I am under such husband, I am being killed. Okay. Okay. Yad vishrambhad aham nasta hitapatya cha dasyubhi yah shete nishi santrasto yatha nari divapuman. Yat vishrambhat, because of depending upon whom, aham, I am nasta, lost, hirta, apatya, bereft of my 2 sons, the lamb, cha, also the syubhi, by the plunderers, yah, he who, my so-called husband, shete, lies down nishi, at night, santrasta, being afraid, yatha, as nari, a woman, diva, during the daytime, puman, male. Because I depended on him, the plunderers have deprived me of my 2 sons, the lambs, and therefore I am now lost. My husband lies down at night in fear, exactly like a woman, although he appears to be a man during the day. She is selling very bad word to her husband Pururava. As night he is afraid like a woman. He cannot get the sheep back from the thieves. By day only he is a man. In night he is a woman, because they have stolen my lambs and he is not able to protect them. So during the day he acts like a man. At night he is afraid, he is frightened like a woman, and sleeps locking the doors inside. He does not wander about awake to give protection. He is like woman only. Iti vakashaya kair vidha pratotrair eva kunjara nishinistram misham adaya vivastaro abhaya dravadrusha iti thus vakashayikai by the arrows of strong words, Vidha being pierced Pratotarai by the goats, Iva like Kunjara, an elephant, Nishi in the night, Nistrimsam is word, Adaya taking in hand, Vivastara naked, Abhya Dravat went out, Rusha in anger. Pururava, stricken by the sharp words of Urvashi like an elephant struck by its driver's pointed rod, became very angry. Like this Ankush is there enough for help to control elephant will be so disturbing, then this as soon as the driver does this Ankush immediately stops. So like that it happened here. When Urvashi stroked those sharp words, this hurted King Pururava like that only. Not even dressing himself, so he became so much angry, became very angry. Anger eats the intelligence. In anger, person will not do any good job. So he became very angry, and not even dressing himself properly, he took a sword in hand and went out naked into the night to follow the Gandharvas who had stolen the lambs. Like that only when he ran to protect. Okay. Te visrajyornau tatra Vedyottanta sma vidyutaha adaya meshava ayantam naganam akshat sapatim. The Gandharvas Visraja, after giving up Urnaut, the two lamps Tatra on the spot, Vedyottanta isma illuminated, Vidyutaha shining like lightning, Adaya taking in hand, Meshav the two lamps, Ayantam returning, Nagnam naked, Akshat sa Urvasi, Pattim her husband. After giving up the two lamps, the Gandharvas shone brightly like lightning, thus illuminating the house of Pururava. Actually, what happened when Pururava ran to protect the lamps, they immediately gave the lamps. But what they did, they shone bright light, and that the whole house was illuminated even in the night. Urvasi then saw her husband returning with the lamps in hand, but he was naked, and therefore she left. Because this all happened. They had stolen the lamb, he went to protect, and while immediately went to protect naked only. Tachitto bihvala shocham babir amanot matvanmahim Aila Pururava Api also shining on the bedstead Jayam, his wife Pashyam not seeing Vimanah Moros Eva like that Tat Chittaha being too much attracted to her, being too much attached to her. Bihvala disturbed in mind, Socham lamenting, Babbarama travelled Unmattavat like a madman, Mahim one of on the earth. No longer seeing Urvasi on his bed, Pururava was most aggrieved. Because of his great attraction for her, he was very much disturbed. Thus, lamenting, he began travelling about the earth like a madman. Okay, so Urvashi, because the condition was broke, she just left. Actually, the system was that the Indra only created this thing so that everything happened, because Indra wanted Urvashi back into his heavenly planet. Okay, so in this way, the Urvashi left here, and now onwards, Pururava's difficult situation, like how he was lamenting for Urvashi, how he was crying, all those things will be explained from 33 to 39. Okay, and then again Pururava will meet Urvashi like that. Okay, so we will stop here, and